LA, Vegas, Arizona, San Diego. Hang tight. We've got another hour for you. Thank you.
And we'll be back with more of the John Clay Wolf Show right after this.
Welcome into the Bullpen here on ESPN 97.5 and 92.5. Joe, I did it again on ESPN 97.5.
Yeah, you did.
Joe,
you did it yesterday, too. Put another $1 in the bucket.
Yeah.
Gosh.
I had an awkward pause. I caught myself yesterday, but I had an awkward pause.
Sean gave us on ESPN 97.5.
In the ESPN app.
In the ESPN app.
We got a lot to get to on today's show. We're going to discuss what's going on with the Houston Texans, their game tomorrow night versus the Kansas City Chiefs, as we await official news about Kamari Lassiter. That's obviously the big injury one that everyone's focused in on right now for the Houston Texans. We'll discuss the Rockets game last night. We'll have a video tribute discussion of whether deserved or not deserved. We'll do Mount Rushmore Plus One. We got a lot to get to on the show today.
I'm looking forward to Mount Rushmore Plus One. It's been a while.
Yeah, it has been a while.
I don't think I've done a show since, what was it, the last weekend of October?
Basically, was it the last time we were here?
Well, but the time before that, because you guys came in November.
Yeah, I don't think you've done a show since we were here.
Since the first show
the last
back.
time you were here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because there's
been a while.
There's been games. There's been
so much.
The trip you didn't go to. There's
Thanksgiving.
Like it literally has been months.
It feels like a lifetime.
But we got a lot to get to, and we'll start with the Houston Texans, and we are broadcasting inside the sportsbook here at LaBerge, watching the Big 12 championship game and the MAC championship game. I couldn't remember what conference that was for a second.
Disrespectful.
Yeah.
Well,
where else would Western Michigan be playing?
Well, what are you gonna say? What are you gonna say next year about Northern Illinois?
We don't care about
when
Northern
they're in the
Illinois.
Mountain West.
The Mountain West. Yeah.
It just means more.
They used to be the Western Territories.
That's true. That's true.
They should move Western Michigan
150 years ago. But,
So there's obviously a lot of hype going into this game, I think, around the Houston Texans. We've heard multiple people all week say the cliche of the Houston Texans are the team you don't want to see in the playoffs with the way their defense is playing right now. Is there too much hype, Sean Mapes?
It is an uncomfortable place to be in as a Texans fan, hearing the national media gush and the team you don't want to face in the playoffs, because for most of my life, they're a team that everyone wants to play. The national media wants to get the Texans game out of the way as early as possible on Saturday afternoon. So to me, it is an uncomfortable spot, but I think it's pretty deserved because they're a team that has an elite skill. They have probably the top 5 unit in football. Not just a top 5 defense, a top 5 if you combine offenses and defenses. I think the Texans defense is up there. So I think it's warranted, while it does make me uncomfortable because this is a team that's never made it outside the divisional round.
Yeah, it's kind of where you look at it, because if you look at it from any sort of historical standpoint, or even just 3 months ago standpoint, there's no reason to have confidence in the Texans.
Yeah,
like they haven't won at Kansas City since we didn't know about COVID. They haven't beaten Patrick Mahomes. They lost to him last year in the playoffs. They started 0-3, turned into 3-5. Like any sort of mindset that's not looking at right here, right now, would tell you favor the Chiefs.
Yeah.
But I just can't get past what seems so obvious, even though I've got Texans PTSD from a lifelong of following this team and being disappointed. But we've seen what happens, as Sean, you and I talked about yesterday. We've seen what happens when Chiefs face a legit pass rush that can make Patrick Mahomes move. It happened in the Super Bowl against the Bucs. It happened in the Super Bowl against the Eagles. And the Texans are bringing in the best edge rushing duo in the league against an offensive line in Kansas City that's missing 3 starters, or potentially missing 3 starters, definitely at least one. So I just see this as, it feels like if the Chiefs don't have an answer for Hunter and Will Anderson, the ball game's over right there.
Yeah, and it's a great spot for the Texans, like you said, with the pass rush, with the Chiefs' injuries on the offensive line. It's also a great spot for SOT to pop up. It's
Yes.
also this
Yes.
is the why it's so uncomfortable, because it's that team specifically in Kansas City versus this team specifically in the Houston Texans, and it's like, yeah, I've just seen it before when they go to Foxborough and wear Letterman jackets. It didn't win. It didn't go well so well. It didn't go
We're
so.
talking about the Chiefs, and you bring up the Letterman.
But
jacket.
It's
same.
analogous.
Oh.
It's analogous.
It was a Sunday night.
It was a Sunday night game. Texans are rolling in.
You know what's the same part of the season, because they're 11-1 now, 7-5. They played 12 games. You know what? Apologies, Sean.
The symmetry is there. I just need Connor Barwin to wear a normal jacket. That's all I need. I need J.J. Watt.
Shout out to Sean Cody.
I need those guys. I need
Chris
Mario.
Myers.
I need Mario Edwards to wear whatever he normally would wear, and I think we're good.
Yeah.
How many of those guys do you think still have those jackets?
Sean Cody, 100%. I think Connor Barwin, 99%.
Because Barwin was the ringleader.
Yeah.
Well, I thought Connor, yeah, Barwin and Sean Cody. Those
Yeah.
are definitely the first two guys.
But like JJ's is definitely in the trash.
I don't think JJ has his.
He
No.
burned that thing.
No. You
I don't know.
think Schaub has it?
It gets cold in the remote Wisconsin cabin. So,
Yeah, but you also got embarrassed in them.
He's
so
not
it's
living
like,
in Wisconsin, is he? He's not living in
No,
Wisconsin.
I'm just saying it's somewhere. He has
Yeah.
it somewhere in a closet.
That's true.
yeah, it's probably like in 20 years he's gonna be like, look at this thing I found.
Yeah. Oh, he definitely will tweet that out one day.
Yeah. Or if the Texans like play the Patriots in the first round of the playoffs this
He
year,
better not.
Get
He
the
better
dub.
not. No.
Shows up to broadcast the game for CBS
Yes.
and the Letterman.
Not
That'd
enough
be
time
awesome.
has
It
passed.
drops a wee.
Not enough time has passed, J.J. Watt. No, it needs to be like 20 years from now.
I still don't think I'm over at 20 years from now.
The Texans would have to win a Super Bowl at some point in history before he can dust that out again.
We know that they're most likely going to be down 3 offensive linemen. Their left tackle is out; he's on injury reserve. Their right tackle and their guard Trey Smith are both doubtful for this game for the Kansas City Chiefs. Lassiter is going to be questionable. So
Hopefully he can almond raw.
yes, with all the hype, with everything, doesn't it just feel like the Texans are going to win though?
I feel like it. I'm gonna place the bet on the Texans.
Yeah, I feel like the Texans are going to get.
Sean's shaking his head. I don't think he's there.
No, I also think the Texans are going to win. I just hate that we all think
You
the
think
Texans
we're-
are going to win.
You think
I
we're being set up for failure and misery?
It does.
Same
It
old
feels,
Texans. That's what
it
you're
feels
saying.
like when you take your dog out to get a steak dinner before,
Oh,
you know.
man, we're gonna get shot in the head like Lassie.
it just feels like it.
Or I mean, Old Yeller. I mixed up my dog references.
It's. I mean, I don't know how it ended.
You don't have
for
to shoot Lassie.
I don't know how it ended for her. I don't know. It's an old dog.
Look at the flowers.
But yeah, I mean, it's too good. It's like makes too much sense.
Yeah.
I think that there's a good chance that we sit there and we're like, yeah, we kept waiting for the Chiefs to turn this thing around. They never turned it around in 2025, and this game was part of it. I also, deep down, places I don't want to think about, I'm like, well, it also would just be a classic Texans thing to lose this game 28-10.
Yeah, and for your defense just to get torched.
Yeah.
By Patrick Mahomes against it with no offensive line.
Just like outside of structure plays of
Yes.
every 3rd and 15.
They're getting it.
He scrambles for 5 seconds and finds Hollywood Brown open.
Or the more classic Texans to me is 3rd and 15. You get the incompletion, but there's illegal hands in the face.
You're
Yeah.
roughing the passer.
Yes, that
Roughing the
feels.
Yeah. Oh, can we bet on Azeez Al-Shaair personal fouls more than
dude.
Oh,
0.5?
man. What would you set the line at?
Uh,
0.5?
I mean, I would want
All
to
I
get
know
0.5. It
is
might
I'm
be-
smashing the over because
Wait, hold on. You're talking about the Walter Payton Man of the Year nominee.
yes, that's why I'm
Yes.
smashing it.
Yes.
Because the
It
irony
hasn't
of
stopped
like
him before.
on Sunday Night Football after he gets nominated, in which the Texans and Aziz are already getting roasted for him being the nomination, him crushing Patrick Mahomes on Sunday Night Football in front of the entire world. It's gonna happen.
I really pity, because if Aziz wins this award, let's just play out the hypothetical. Some poor schlub is going to have to come up with a highlight video where they talk about it. Like, what do you show from Aziz that isn't going to make him look
Nothing on the field.
Yeah, it's a lot of
It's all
him
gonna
like
be
running.
shaking hands after
Yeah,
the game.
and the thing
Yeah.
like running out from the tunnel,
Yes, yes.
that stuff, and yeah,
No in-game highlights.
No.
Hugging D'Amico Ryans. Don't show what happened before that, but just hugging D'Amico Ryans.
Hugging Tom Brady.
Yes.
You know?
With his hand around his neck.
There was a hug of his neck
Yeah.
in a choke style manner.
Yeah.
But it was a hug. It was a hug.
Going for the fist pound to Roshan Johnson's face. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
It was a fist
It was a
bump.
miscommunication. It was-
Yeah, he just missed it just missed hands.
He
Yeah,
was
did it.
trying to bump chest with Trevor Lawrence, but
Yeah.
his aim was a little off.
Misunderstanding, like
Yeah.
Fromber. It was a mix-up.
I think you have all those highlights, but you just stop right before it happens. You see you see Aziz run up to Trevor Lawrence, and the video just cuts to something
Okay,
else.
now that
Oh, like go like full Sopranos. Just like everything
Just
cuts to black.
screen.
or
Don't
like a
stop.
horror
Yeah.
movie trailer.
Yeah. Yes,
It's
exactly.
like Final Destination.
To me, this game it's pretty simple. It's going to come down what the season's come down to all year, which is just the red zone. Like the Texans, you can't leave what they've left on the field against the Chiefs. Like no matter how much the Chiefs have struggled against these good quarterbacks, like you cannot go out there and just keep kicking field goals. And who knows what the weather's going to look like on Sunday night? I mean, we know it's going to be cold. I don't think there's going to be rain or snow. At least the last time I checked, there
it's
wasn't.
just cold.
But it's still going to be freezing cold. And Kaimi, like, we'll see how that affects him.
I think we're overplaying the weather, to be honest.
I
Like,
think-
I've looked at this more from a fantasy perspective. Now, wind, snow, precipitation, that affects, fantasy performance. But cold doesn't, unless it's something like the Ice Bowl or
Yeah.
what happened in Chiefs Dolphins a few years ago.
Yeah.
And we're not talking about that here.
No, I always feel like special teams is kind of the exception to that.
Maybe so.
Just-
Which has been a question
Yeah.
for the Texans.
Yeah.
So they've
And-
allowed, 2 kick punt returns this year for
Oh, yeah.
touchdowns?
They're terrible on special teams.
So that's, the Texans special teams coordinator called KC's coordinator the best in the league at
Yeah.
At the
drawing up
return game.
returns.
Yeah.
So something to watch for in this game.
Yeah.
We're
Dave
talking.
Cobb had Devin Hester.
I mean, we're talking.
That's why.
I mean, they have Damian Pierce. So
They do have
I mean,
Dameon
look out!
Pierce.
Look
They do
out!
have
They
Dameon
signed him to get the detailed behind-the-scenes
Yeah.
knowledge.
Yeah, I'm not really concerned about that one. Hey, Damien, what's the offense like? Well, see, when I was
don't
on the
know.
field,
Yeah, you
I
just
would just
run straight into the line,
Yeah, I just ran
mostly.
straight, and I would run into an offensive lineman, even if there was a hole, and then fall down. That's my version of
I
the
think
Texans
that
offense.
most Texans' way to lose this game is a Damian Pierce kickoff return for a
Oh
touchdown.
yeah, that would be brutal.
That's the
Frank Ross got to go.
that's
if that
the
happens.
that's the end it all moment.
Yeah.
As a Texans
Lead
fan.
topic Monday.
That's
Frank
the
Ross
jump
has
out
to
the
be
window
fired.
moment. Yeah.
That would be a disaster. All right, we got the college football conference championships going on right now. Texas Tech leading BYU. On the station tonight will be airing the Big Ten championship game between Ohio State and Indiana. So let's get into some of these games, the implications of today and what it means for the college football playoff. We'll get into all of that next year as we broadcast live inside the Sportsbook at LaBerge in Lake Charles.
You're listening to The Bullpen,
on ESPN 97.5 and 97.9 HD2.
broadcasting live from the mobile Huntington Bank Studios located at LaBerge Casino Resort, Lake Charles. Here's Joe George, Brian McDonald, and Sean Mapes.
Broadcasting live inside the sportsbook here at LaBerge. Just downloaded the Score Bets app. Placed a little wager. Said a little promo here shown on the TVs was if your first $10 bet wins, get $100 in bonus bets.
There you go.
So I just took minus 1,200 money line Texas Tech odds.
All I do is win, no matter what.
I mean, it's a 3-point game, Joe.
It doesn't matter if I win like 20 cents or whatever it was going to end up being.
Yeah, because the bonus.
Because you get the bonus bets. That's all I'm really going for
You
here.
should,
So
yeah. I mean,
It feels
should
like
look,
you're.
looked at a college basketball game.
Yeah.
There's got to be like.
It feels there's like 100 games that are going to be more of a blowout than that one.
I know.
Like,
I think this is just more of your hate for Bear coming through.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. I also, it's not that
You hate Bear Bachmeier.
I don't hate Bear Bachmeier right now.
he hasn't earned
But
the right.
I have never wanted to root against someone more in my life than I am right now. I am only aggressively rooting for both BYU and Georgia. I mean, Texas Tech and Georgia today. Because I think if Alabama or BYU
You need chalk.
wins.
You need chalk, right?
So, okay, so I think there's three scenarios for Notre Dame here. BYU wins this game.
BYU wins. That hurts you a lot.
Notre Dame's out.
Yeah.
I think if Alabama wins and BYU loses, then you're going to have Miami and Notre Dame back-to-back, and I think they're going to flip them this weekend. I think they're going to flip them tomorrow when they do the reveal.
Because of how they look this week.
Yeah, because of how they look this week.
And
Even though
you have to move them in the rankings.
Yeah, it is illogical to move them at this point, but they're going to, I feel like, tomorrow because they're going to have them back-to-back. The only way I feel like Notre Dame makes the playoffs right now is if Alabama loses today and BYU. Because then I think they revert back to last week's rankings, which puts Notre Dame back at 9 and Alabama at 10. Both teams get in. Miami's out.
I mean, they tell us they're not punishing teams.
But that's not. But that's
I
one
know.
spot's not punishing.
It's not. But if you had Alabama ahead now, why does Notre Dame get to benefit from not playing?
I don't know, but they said they said idle teams can move. I'm with you there, but I don't understand this committee at all. Honestly, like the fact that they said idle teams can move up, I think is crazy.
I wish I could remember who said this so I could give credit to him, but I think this is absolutely true. Like, we all, I think for the most part, think it should be resume-based, right? It feels like, obviously, the committee factors in resume, but they don't factor in that to, like, I think the 100% level. They more factor in, like, what's most defensible.
Yes.
Like, they want to put out a ranking that is very easy to defend, so when they get questions from Reese Davis, whoever on TV, they don't have to make a complicated argument. So what they basically go with whatever the easiest to defend option is for the ranking.
Which is eye test.
Even if we know they're wrong, in the case of Notre Dame still being ahead of Miami, even though same record and Miami won the game.
Yeah, it's just because when you say eye test, what do you really say back to it?
Yeah.
Because like
you can't,
and like only Hunter Yurachek speaking, so like you can't speak to anyone else on the committee,
right?
And get their what their eye test breakdown is, because like everyone makes the argument for like Notre Dame and Miami, and the people who defend Notre Dame, on like nonstop, they point to like C.J. Carr making his first start in college football, and I'm like, I hate that argument because how many guys from Miami were playing in their first games in college football this year? Like it's not the reason. It's weird. It's made me like flip on my own team in a way because like I'm so over this. I'm over this committee, and I'm ready for college football playoff expansion.
Well, I hope you're not too far over because I saw Notre Dame's schedule for next year tomorrow, I saw their schedule for next year earlier today. Sorry, bad phrasing there. And it feels like you're going to have the same conversations next year because that schedule looks, on paper right now, pretty easy.
Yeah, I mean, but like it's the reality of it. Like I don't know if people are still like.
But although it might be so easy that they go 12-0.
I was going to say
they're going to go 12-0.
It's we're only in this because they had an easy schedule except for 2 games and they lost
which
those 2
they
games.
lost both.
Like
Yeah.
if it was, and honestly that we have a lot of 11-1 and 10-2 teams this year. Like that's part of it, is that there's just less easy, like boom 9-3 like cutoff where Notre Dame. I mean, because they also just part of they order it in what's easy to defend. A lot of times they just go by the number of losses. Like they'll just be ordered by power conferences. It's like conference power ranking plus losses is basically what they do.
And they also copy off the AP to start it.
Yeah, and so like there's
to the people who think the AP doesn't matter.
There's a level of just like they're just if they're 10-2 and they're a bunch of 9-3 teams, they're going to be in no matter what. No matter what Notre Dame's schedule is.
Yep. And it's going to be. Tomorrow's going to be interesting to see how today plays out. How do you think tonight's game in the Big Ten, if let's say it's even a 10-point game and Indiana loses by 10, should that change at the top after this game, or should those be 1-2?
As far as dropping them out of a bye?
I don't think they'll drop out of a bye. But
because people will make the argument that their schedule was cake outside of the Oregon game.
It was.
But
it's a totally fair argument.
I would say, though, that number 5 right now is Oregon.
That's a strong
And so they can't drop out of a bye. Give Oregon a bye.
The but is a strong argument. Yeah,
unless,
you only had one good game or one difficult game, but it was number 5 and you beat them.
Unless Alabama wins, but they wouldn't move up to a bye.
They wouldn't move up to a bye.
Although,
no.
I don't.
They might.
They might, but because
you
have 2 wins.
Okay, so let's play out that scenario. Ohio State's obviously still in a bye in that scenario.
Yeah, they're 1.
Let's say Texas Tech holds on to win.
They're
in a bye. They might be the number 2 seed in that scenario. Does Oregon move up? Oregon can't move past Indiana.
Oregon can't move.
So there you go. Yeah, I think you're right. Indiana's safe.
Yeah, Indiana's a bye.
Because you're not moving Indiana behind Oregon, and obviously the committee thinks Oregon's better than Ole Miss, so Ole Miss isn't jumping while neutral.
Yeah, unless Indiana loses by 24.
Yeah.
They'd have to get housed. Yeah.
And that's why
have probably an injury to Mendoza.
And Bama has to win it close. Because if Bama also wins by 20 or something, they might be the 4 seed.
They might just drop Georgia to the very bottom.
Because there is a little bit of the SEC champion doesn't get a bye, that kind of stuff.
I feel like the SEC champion's getting a bye.
Yeah.
I think Georgia's moving to Alabama's moving to 4.
Yeah.
If they win, if not higher, frankly.
Yeah, if Alabama wins, they definitely jump Oklahoma, A&M, Ole Miss. The question comes in with Oregon, but I think they jump them.
Yeah, I think they jump Oregon. I think
they're either the 3 or the 4 seed.
Yeah, and to me that ends up being it's Ohio State, Indiana, Texas Tech, and then Bama are your top 4 teams. So I don't think besides the bottom, that 10 through 12. Kind of how this is going to play out today. That's all that really matters at this point. We know with James Madison winning last night that if Duke wins tonight, James Madison's going to be in. It's going to be
99.9% they showed the broadcast last night.
Yeah.
I would like to know what the
0.01 is.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. Yeah.
Duke wins 70 to nothing.
The committee just is stupid. It's just no, we're putting in Duke.
99 to nothing. They win.
I do wonder, and it's going to be crazy if the ACC misses the playoffs this year, which it feels like they're going to.
I'm rooting for it.
Yeah. And then that's how – and what's interesting, Sean, is I don't know how do you think that affects, the recency bias when they get back to having these playoff discussions about guaranteed seeds and everything? If you're –
if I'm the SEC or if I'm the ACC, I'm accepting the proposal where we get 2 every year.
Yeah. I don't know how
it feels generous.
If we get 0 – it is generous. That's the thing.
They haven't earned.
Same thing with.
They haven't deserved 2 bids for at least a few years.
Same thing with the Big 12, where it's you bet. How many years is the Big 12 going to get 2 teams in? We're seeing it right now. They have an 11-1 team playing in the. They have 2 11-1 teams playing in the conference title game, and if BYU loses, they are out.
Mm-hmm.
They are not in the tournament right
100%.
now. So I think that it would only increase the odds that we get some sort of auto bid thing, but that would also basically kill conference championship week because
I'm fine with that.
What do you have? Do you have 3 and 4 play for the 3rd spot, or do you do you have it an at-large bowl where you try to schedule the teams that need an at-large situation to settle it on the field because the conferences are so big?
You could sell me on, instead of a conference championship weekend, of there's 3 auto bids from a conference and
the 3-4 game
and the 3-4 game.
Yeah.
Or
if
there
has
there's
to be
4, you can
caveats.
have. If there's 4, you can give the first 2 automatically in, then 3 play 6 and 4 play 5.
I'd be fine.
Like
with
a
something
play-in
that.
weekend.
And I think each conference should be able to do honestly whatever they want. I think the more uniform it is, the better.
Yeah.
But
I do I don't really like that idea because it brushes up on something that we saw a little bit last year with the auto bids if you win, or the auto buys if you win a conference, and then having to explain that, like, no, they ranked like Texas and Penn State 3 and 4, but they are the 5 and 6 seed. There's a point where it's like, this is getting too complicated. Like, actually, simplicity is better, and like having a 3-6, 4-5 matchup it's like you're asking a lot from the consumer to like understand your playoff form or your playoff system at that point. Where is it just better if it's just like, hey, the regular season standings 1 through 4, like let's just put those in and not add another game where
That's
you're like,
true.
how does the seeding to this work? Because I think you stretch the like average consumer's like willingness to understand this a lot.
I'm with that as long as the conferences have some sort of uniform rule for how they break ties.
I would just do by the college football playoff committee.
Yeah,
I think
don't love it.
It's head-to-head and then college football playoff committee to me.
That's
like,
how. I mean, if the ACC did that right now, Miami would be playing this weekend.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't have this headache of how 5 minutes ago we said if Duke wins, they're out of the playoff.
Go Blue Devils.
The ACC is out.
Yeah, I think just following the college football playoff rankings is the best way to do it. Or if the conferences want to start, publicly ranking their own teams.
There we
like
go.
That, like
what if
we know the Big 12 won't? They backed out after last year.
What if we just add more playoff committees?
Yeah, I
don't know. A playoff subcommittees.
A conference playoff committee? Oh my! Imagine the corruption in
God.
SEC conference ranking.
How funny would that be if it's just like, all right, the SEC gets 4 teams, and the commissioner, you're just going to pick them.
Yeah.
You just pick the 4 teams that go.
Or
I mean, as a Texas fan, I'm all for it.
Or we have a board of 5 people, and it's like, well, it's going to be Nick Saban, it's going to be
Mac Brown,
Tim Tebow, Urban Meyer, and
Bob Stoops,
Tommy Tuberville.
Yeah, and just like, this is who's going.
Yeah.
But where do you think they ultimately land on as we're seeing this kind of chaos unfold this year? Yeah.
I think they go to 16.
Yeah, they'll probably just go to 16.
Yeah, I think the Big Ten wanting 24, they're that losing argument where they're saying like the ACC gets 4 auto bid spots, the Big Ten, the SEC, the Big 12. Like, even though I'm more open to 24 now, if it was like a more structured model, I think the SEC is going to end up winning this one, and they're going to have at 16. And I still, like I said the other day on the show, with Jeremy, like I still think 14 is an outside shot. They just follow the NFL model.
I just think they make the jump to 16 if I had to guess.
Yeah. All right, we are broadcasting live from inside the sportsbook here at LaBerge in Lake Charles. Texas Tech up 10-7 against BYU with about 2 minutes left to go. I think that's going to – yeah, they're not in field goal range. Oh, that's a bad snap.
Yeah, definitely not in field goal range now.
Yep, definitely not. There's so many logos on the field, I couldn't tell.
I don't know. Brandon Aubrey, I think he'd have a chance.
Yeah,
from 90.
I think he'd have a chance.
Did they convert him this weekend to
BYU?
Mormonism?
I mean, I don't know if you guys saw this quickly, where Brandon Aubrey would rank if he was at other positions in fantasy football, but he would be the tight end 2 right now.
Behind what, like Jake Ferguson?
That it didn't list. It was a tweet from Underdog, and I'll try to pull it up here, but they didn't list like who they would be ahead of. He just listed like where they would be at each position. Yeah. As I try to find the rest of this list.
Should I draft? Next August, being like, should I draft? Whatever, Jake Ferguson in the second round, or
Brandon Aubrey would be the quarterback 22,
okay,
the running back 12,
okay,
the wide receiver 7, and the tight end 2. He has more fantasy points than Justin Jefferson, Saquon Barkley, Ashton Jeanty, and Drake London.
I have everyone but except Drake London on a team.
I'm guessing the season isn't going well?
No. I have a very similar roster. It's not going well at this
There's
point.
an Ashton Jeanty, Saquon Barkley combo.
Ooh, R.I.P.
Yeah,
that's tough. All right, last night the Rockets got the easy win over the Phoenix Suns. We saw Dylan Brooks and Jalen Green, one playing, one not playing, make their return to the Toyota Center. We'll talk about all of that next and more as we broadcast live here from inside the Sportsbook at LaBerge in Lake Charles.
This is the Bullpen,
On ESPN 97.5 and the ESPN Houston app.
broadcasting live from the mobile Huntington Bank Studios, located at LaBerge Casino Resort Lake Charles. Here's Joe George, Brian McDonald, and Sean Mapes.
Back here on ESPN 97.5, broadcasting live from inside the sportsbook at LaBerge in Lake Charles. Texas Tech just got a interesting play where they fumbled. Their wide receiver picked it up, got more yards. They're up driving right now. They're in field goal range. Might just kind of let this thing run down to the half. And
There's
kick a
what I'm
field goal.
rooting for.
Their kicker
Settle
is
for the
not.
field goal.
I would not be settling for a field goal if I had Texas Tech's kicker. But
I would
that
because
is
I
just
have
me.
the under on this game.
Yes, if you were Joey McGuire, you'd be very compromised right now. And incomplete.
Of course, it's incomplete.
I feel like that celebration is only like good for a turnover.
No. If you're DB, you do it every time.
every time.
Also should have been pass interference because that's full pass interference right there.
You're biased.
That is a lot of contact.
Yeah, it's a lot of contact. The total for tonight's game in the Ohio State-Indiana game was 46.5. I'm a little surprised.
On
like-
which side? Because my lean on that was under.
Really? God, I feel like they really haven't played anyone this year, and I feel like both these offenses are awesome.
Yeah, I like both defenses as well.
Yeah.
I mean, you can make the argument, I guess, either side, but my initial lean was the under.
Yeah, I think it really comes down to because I think Ohio State's gonna be able to score.
I'll
if they
probably
want
stay
to.
away from it, to be honest.
Yeah, I wouldn't bet that game. I really don't know like any of it because I just feel like that game feels like Ohio State might just bully them tonight and just embarrass them and make them drop out of having a bye. Or Indiana could really shock us and show they're actually.
It feels
a good
like it's
football team.
Ohio State blowout or Indiana close.
Yeah, yes. I don't feel like Ohio State has to win a close football game tonight, or wins a close football game.
No, I don't
tonight.
either.
The ACC game, I don't know. It's weird like saying like there's a championship game happening tonight, and I never watched one of the teams play in a single game this entire season. I've seen Virginia play football. I've not watched a single Duke Blue Devil football game
You didn't
this
see
year.
the Virginia upset of Florida State?
No, I watched Virginia play.
Oh, okay.
I've never seen Duke play.
Oh, okay, my bad. I'm misheard.
So I don't know. Like, is Duke good at football?
Their defense isn't. Their offense is pretty good.
Mike Elko's not walking through that door.
Mike Elko is not walking. Riley Leonard's also not walking through that door.
not walking through that door.
I can name a lot of guys that aren't.
Daniel
not.
Jones not walking through that door.
Sure not.
Riley
Not
Leonard could be
fracturing
walking through
his
the
leg.
door.
Yeah.
Riley Leonard could be walking through the
Daniel
door for the
Jones
Colts.
might walk through the door, but he's limping.
Yeah.
Apparently, this thing on his thing that's protecting his leg that they
Was made by college roommates.
his college roommates, and apparently they did it before. They made something for him in college that protected his collarbone.
That's I heard. Yeah, heard the same thing.
He just lived with a bunch of nerds.
I mean, he pays to go to a smart kid school, right?
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, but most of the time the quarterback's like roommates with a receiver.
Yeah.
Or like
Yeah.
a lineman.
Colt McCoy.
Yeah.
I don't think Jordan Shipley's making any protective devices for Colt
So
McCoy.
either if you're a college football coach out there listening, first of all, thank you. Second of all, you're wasting your time. Third of all,
You're the real hero here.
Hey, Willie.
if you have a quarterback, you either have to have his roommate be the best wide receiver on
Yes.
the team, or
A nerd.
some engineering medical students or something like.
And that's what I'm assuming
A,
like this was.
a doctor student.
Yeah.
I'm assuming this was like later in college and by choice, or does Duke just put its football players with random students?
I don't know. It could be someone he knew from high school.
Yeah, maybe. Because, like, could you imagine being a college kid? Like, you're
Maybe it
walking,
was-
you're like, who are you? You're like, oh, I'm going to be the starting quarterback this year. Be
Yeah.
like, dude, I'm studying science.
Hey, you're tall, Daniel. That's cool.
Well, I
What's
mean,
your major?
We've all
Football.
seen we've all seen the sidelines during college football games. There's about 40 kids who have no chance of playing. So
Yeah.
it might be one of those kids who's
Oh,
already
there's-
looked towards their post play.
That's good. That's a good catch.
The walk-ons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
It's
walk-on wide
it's the
receiver.
walk-ons.
That's what you pair them with. You take your star quarterback and you pair him with some jabroni walk-on who's going to have to transition to becoming a doctor because he can't hack it in football.
Last night we saw the Rockets get the win over the Phoenix Suns. Alperen Sengun was out of that game with an illness. We'll see if he's back tonight against the Dallas Mavericks. You never know. That bug that's been going around for people has not been fun. We've seen.
What do you guys think of? Because I know, basketball's positionless. This is all probably overrated.
Yep.
But technically, no guard starting lineup from the Rockets. What do you guys think of that?
I'm not surprised.
I mean, a lot of times they start a no guard lineup. That's a lot of times where it's guard in name only. It's
Yeah.
it's Josh Okogie is the only guard, and it's like He's not really running the offense for
no.
you. So, to me, it's not like, I don't know. It is interesting. It just shows that the Rockets are an odd team. Like, it's an unconventional team. But also to the Rockets' credit, when they do, even despite not having an all-star player or likely all-NBA player this year, team kind of looks the same. They play the same way. Their style doesn't really change all that much, even without a guy who's been the best player so far. And you have the luxury of, Kevin Durant, just be Kevin Durant for a night.
Yeah, I think he scored 17 points in the second quarter,
yeah.
and he scored 28 on the night.
Yeah.
I think it was Rockets scored 44 in the second.
Yeah.
And it's why it's why having Durant so huge, not just for the Rockets, is also Durant being on the Rockets huge for Durant, where every night of the season he doesn't have to be what he was last night. There's a lot of games where you can just play through Şengün and get through it, and Kevin Durant can be a supporting character in that game. And every once in a while, Şengün's out. You don't have to be as good as you once was, but he can be as good once as he ever was.
Thank you, Toby. R.I.P.
And you can have Durant go. I forgot. He was stupid efficient. It was like 17 shots for 31 points.
Yeah.
And he can just do that.
Amen was similar, who had 31. I think he got 31 also. 17 shots.
Yeah, and it was needed for Amen to have a big game like that. It's been obviously he's playing a different position than he was last year, but his numbers are a bit down on the offensive side of the ball. But it's nice just to see the flashes. It's what the Rockets have done all year. It's like every time you're like, kind of a rough stretch for this guy. It's like, oh no, he shows like why Reed Shepard is drafted 3rd overall. Or Jabari Smith just had an awesome game. Like as you're getting to the point of like, man, it's really been a while since so and so has it. Oh, there he goes. He's had a good game.
We also saw Kevin Durant last night become the 8th player of all time in the NBA to score 31,000 points. Another moment where it's just like, this is absurd that he's on the Rockets.
Yeah.
Because the Rockets tweeting out the graphic with like
taking the credit.
Yeah.
It's like
he's like
Houston Rockets
he's like
legend.
the third
Kevin Durant.
happened in Houston. Like he's the 8th player of all time, and like you're gonna have to use him as a Rocket in that graphic because that's when he scored the points.
Yeah.
Like when the 9th player does it, I think you have to use him as a Rocket.
It's like the Orlando Magic back in the day putting out stuff for Patrick Ewing, or the Raptors putting out stuff for Hakeem.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Hakeem.
Yeah,
Raptors legend.
I mean, LeBron was a Laker when he was the all-time point scorer.
True. Yeah.
And that's the graphic that.
Yeah,
that's
what
LeBron's
gets put on the graphic.
He's in a Lakers jersey in this graphic, which is it's like. Well, I guess I don't know. What do you choose for him? Would you go Heat or Cavs?
Yeah, I think it's Cavs.
He played for the Cavs for like 12 years.
Yeah, that's true.
If you add it up.
Now, if he hadn't won a ring there, I think you could make an argument, but he won a ring, so I'd say he goes in as a Cav.
It would have been very funny.
He's also a kid from Akron.
That's true.
That's true.
That's true.
Yeah.
It would have been very funny if Jordan would have done it though as a Wizard, and like they had like
he had to have passed some milestone as a Wizard.
I know.
Yeah,
like you got like I just want to see like someone put a graphic up of like
him in a Wizard's
uniform
with the ball.
Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks both get tribute videos last night. Jalen Green with the Rockets for 4 years.
4 years.
4 years. Yeah. Dylan Brooks 2 years.
Yep.
It's too not enough time.
You know who agrees with you? Dylan Brooks.
Like
he said in the like someone asked about it, and he was obviously very thankful for it. You could see him getting emotional before the game, but he said in the locker room after the game, he was like, I was only here 2 years.
Yeah, I was like, it's the Rockets have, and this is my take of like tribute videos have jumped the shark. Is centered around the Houston Rockets. They've done it way too much. They gave one to John Wall.
They shouldn't have done that.
I
was actually okay with the Dylan Brooks one, but John Wall, I'm with you. John
Wall,
I'm with you.
The John Wall one is hilarious.
And what did they show?
There has to be at least a moment where you have to go into a playoffs or at least Dylan has a playoff trip.
Yeah. Jalen Green, he played in one playoff game.
Had one good game in the playoffs.
That's what I was talking. Will Kunkel and I were talking about it earlier this week, and I was like, "What are you going to put in it? Cool dunks, and then
all game two
of the
just game two.
First round." And
breaking news: Jalen Green traded for Kevin Durant.
Yeah, the Sports Center update. Da-na-na.
Like best moments of Jalen Green's on a Rocket when we traded his ass.
Yeah, but and watching the tribute video, It was mostly cool dunks, step back threes, and
Yeah.
a little bit of
Did
a
they
Warriors game.
Did they show that other video of Jalen Green? They didn't put that in the tribute video?
That'd be great if they did.
No, I don't think Josh Christopher made the cutting room floor, unfortunately.
Did Josh Christopher get one after he left the Rockets?
Did he ever come back to Houston in the NBA?
Yeah. I mean, at the end of a bench somewhere, but yeah, he bounced around the league for a year or two.
I don't think he did, which is like that's good because there's literally no highlights for him. Like, what are you going to show? G League highlights?
There's some.
You're going to show that video of them sharing the time together.
There's Summer League highlights?
There's a dunk or two that he had.
I guess. Now
Did Cam Whitmore get one?
Of him yelling
Oh
at
God, he better not have.
him yelling at Ime,
Or just him like
pouting on the bench.
yeah, standing stone faced as they won Game 2 of the the playoff.
And just pouting,
Just like
which
sick.
is still absurd. And it seems like all he does is pout now. There's this weird section of Rockets Twitter that like I've seen like the Wizards gotta just like let Cam Whitmore cook. I'm like, why do you guys care? Because you want to be so right that the Rockets were wrong about a player? I don't quite understand that at all. All right, they're showing still like the resumes up there about James Madison
JMU, baby.
and
Let's
Tulane
go Dukes.
making the playoffs this year, which is just it's awesome. I can't wait to see the spreads in those games.
What is the spread if it's like Ole Miss versus JMU in the first round?
I'm taking JMU.
I've seen some of
It's
those.
got to be what, at
bounce
least
around.
17, 20? It's
I
got
don't
to
know.
be.
Keep doing the
Yeah,
show.
no, you don't have to give us the answer right now.
Yeah, they are going to be high, which like it is what it is. Like it's not.
No,
It's the format.
I mean, we saw that last year with Penn State blowing out SMU, and what was the other one? Boise State got blown out. So
Yeah, I think the initial bracket they showed. Josh Beard texted me immediately. He's like, "So we're going to watch this game together if that's how it plays out." Notre Dame versus A&M. It's like,
no,
dude, because I don't need you like breaking my house when Texas A&M loses. Like,
you saying Josh Beard has anger management issues?
You're saying that A&M's going to lose?
I am saying A&M's going to lose.
I would pick A&M to lose that game.
Yeah.
Who knows what would happen if Notre Dame and Texas A&M play? It would depend where the game was, though. In South Bend, Irish have a chance.
The game would be in College Station, where they won last year.
It would be in College Station.
Yeah. As long as
I just don't trust Marcel Reed.
I don't trust Riley Leonard.
I don't trust.
Not walking through that door.
Yeah, when they won last year at College Station.
It'd be nice if Riley Leonard came back just to hold a snap in that game.
Well, he can only play one possession, and then he's going to be gassed.
That's fine. That's fine.
Just throwing up on the sideline.
Yeah, just puking his guts out. I can't wait till we see Riley Leonard play for the Colts this year. It's going to happen at some point.
Week 18, baby.
Ole Miss would be a 14-point favorite against Virginia. Oregon, 15.5. Well, this was North Texas from 3 days ago, the hypothetical one. There's not a JMU one that I see.
Well, you said it was 15 and a half for North Texas?
Yes.
I would bet it's at least a field goal more than that. Because, obviously the American Conference has been better than the Sun Belt Conference.
Also Tulane's the team that actually won. So.
Yeah, true. That as well, yes.
All right, let's talk a little bit more about the Texans here in the next segment. Nick Caley has obviously been a hot button topic this entire season, from the very beginning to where we're at now. Still, I think people are very mixed on him. Where are you at with Nick Caley and him returning next year to the Houston Texans? Let's get to that next year on ESPN 97.5 and 92.5. Well,
I know where I'm at with Burger Chan. Burger Chan has the best burgers in the city. And it's not just an elite menu of burgers at their restaurant. Their award-winning menu, which, they got the credentials to back it up, 2023, 2024, named by Yelp as one of the best 100 restaurants in the country. But that award-winning menu also has great chicken sandwiches, fried fish sandwiches. They also started serving turkey burgers if you want a healthier option. Also have falafel and breakfast sandwiches served all day. And when you go by and stop by and try that menu, just know that they have expanded hours, more time to try that menu. Now open on Mondays when they used to be closed all day, and they have dinner services added to their weekly schedule Wednesday through Saturday from 3 to 9 or till 9 o'clock. So make sure you stop on by, especially this Monday if the Texans beat the Chiefs tomorrow night, because for the rest of the football season, Burger Chan is partnering with us to celebrate Victory Mondays. Every time the Texans win, the following day on Monday, you can get a free side with your entree at Burger Chan. So maybe some spicy tots. The curly fries are great, cheese curds. They have sweet potato fries, regular fries, if you're basic and boring. But whatever side you want, you can get it for free with your entree on Burger Chan the day after a Texans win. Just stop by on that Monday and mention my name, mention ESPN 97.5, or say Go Texans, and you'll get a free side with your entree. Burger Chan, best burgers in the city. Find them at 5353 West Alabama in the Gallery area, or check out their full menu online at burgerchanhtx.com.
You're listening to The Bullpen
On ESPN 97.5 and 97.9 HD2.
Broadcasting live from the mobile Huntington Bank Studios located at LaBerge Casino Resort, Lake Charles. Here's Joe George, Brian McDonald, and Sean Mapes.
Joe, Sean, and Brian here on ESPN 97.5. Let's talk with Nick Haley here a little bit. I thought this was an interesting topic you threw in there, Brian, because I know where I stand on it personally. Nick Haley's future. I mean, I think the offense has gotten collectively better this season up to the 20-yard line and in non-short yard situations. Like, I do think we've seen, even with Davis Mills in there, we've seen the death by 1,000 paper cuts, kind of strategy work for them, the quick yardage, quick reads. They're getting good completions to Higgins and Nico and Schultz. I think the run game has looked a lot better. I think Cole Popovich seems like he deserves some credit for how the offensive line is performing. I question why it took them so long to figure out this offensive line combination still to be this good. But where are you at, Brian, with Nick Haley going into next season at this point?
I've moved off of he has to go no matter what to letting the next 5 games play out, because, I mean, up until probably like 2 weeks ago, I was like, get rid of him no matter what. Like, I'd made that decision. But, look, it's hard to give him credit for getting to a point of creativity that every other team was already at. But seeing him start to work in the tush push with Cade Stover, seeing the sweep play with Nico Collins last week to try to get on the edge on the goal line instead of trying to, ram it between the guards and tackles and get shoved back every time. Like, seeing a little bit of that creativity come in, and plus the the overall offense production. Going 3-0 with Davis Mills, like we can't undersell that. They did go 3-0 with Davis Mills and move the ball a little bit.
A
little bit. But so I'm willing to, at this point, let the final season or the final 5 games play out and make a decision over the whole season and not completely, write them off on how the first half of the year went.
So if it is relatively status quo from
I think
here
we'd
on
have
out.
to continue to see growth. Like if
Okay.
if we're still seeing the Texans score 19 points a game, 20 points, like we're going to have a pop off here at some point.
All right. Sounds like you're going to want to pick it fun.
Well, here's
the pop off.
Yes.
Well,
yes.
actually, no, I forgot. They do play the Raiders
and the Cardinals.
And the Cardinals. So they will probably score 28 points in those games.
They need to score 30.
Okay.
That's my line. You
Okay.
need to score 30 against the Cardinals and the Raiders.
Does it have to be maybe dispersed a little bit more evenly than, say, a Titans performance has been dispersed?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, it can't just be a 3-6 game and then avalanche in the fourth.
Right.
You want to see consistently your offense moving the ball. I think what we see is kind of what we're going to get for the rest of the year. I don't think that there's some other tweak
that
can
either.
be made.
I'm just willing to, like a rookie, Woody Marks, for example, who starts slow and then you see an improvement. We kind of have to have the same idea for Nick Caley. Now, they should.
Is he going to hit the rookie wall? He's never coordinated for this many games.
It's a good question, Sean.
The physicality.
I like where your mind's at.
On this
I like where your mind's at.
Yeah.
But like, I am 100% they shouldn't have hired him. It was a mistake to hire him. But now that he's here, and I always keep in the back of my mind, it can always get worse. We thought, it can't get worse than Bobby Slowick, and for a little bit it did.
Yep.
So you can fire Nick Caley, sure, but then you might hire 2026 versions of Chip Kelly. It could get worse, even if you think you're getting better. So as long as you see steady improvement, which you should with a first-year play caller now getting more experience. We see him work in more creativity, like I mentioned with the tush push and the sweep to Nico. If it continues to incrementally improve, I'm willing to run it back next year.
Yeah, the thing is just if they don't win the Super Bowl and they lose.
Oh, wow, that's a hell of a bar, Sean.
No, and when they lose in the playoffs, when they lose in the playoffs, it's going to look ugly on offense.
Yeah. Probably.
Like, that is how it's going to look.
Yeah,
so,
it's not going to come because they got blown out and the
Yeah.
defense gave up 40.
So the Monday after they lose in the divisional round to the Broncos or Patriots or whatever,
right,
and they score 13 points in that game, we're not going to be on Monday being like, Nick Caley, come on back. You know what? You scored 31 points against the Cardinals. That's what I needed to see.
Yeah. I think that, the dream here, the Mike McDaniel dream, I think is over.
They've won too many games.
Yeah,
they're going to win again this weekend.
Yeah,
so.
I think he's staying in Miami.
I do too. They're playing for him.
So you have Stefanski could be available. So could you have some behind the scene conversations?
I'd be fine with Stefanski.
I think you have to make a clear upgrade if you're going to make a move. Now I would like them to make a move. I'm not a believer in Nick Caley. I don't think he's learning. I don't think he's shown enough to be able to fix his red zone problems. And Chip Kelly obviously. I'm not sure Chip Kelly is the disaster that it comes off right now. I'm going to be honest with you.
Who do you put the blame on?
I think Pete Carroll.
That's fair. I was against that hiring from.
It seems like it's a weird mix. They don't really have.
Yeah, because Pete Carroll's
like
a defensive guy who wants to run the ball all the time. Chip Kelly's more of a spread guy.
They also don't have an offensive line, and they drafted a running back 6th overall.
Yeah, that too.
I'm not saying go hire Chip Kelly now and
no,
you're
God,
wrong.
no.
But
God, no.
I'm not sure Chip Kelly. He might be done with the NFL. He might have to go back to college to have success again at this point. But
Ohio State needs an offensive coordinator.
They do. I wonder where he's going to end up next year. But I'm still pro. We're moving on from Nick Caley because we're not seeing any improvement. Now, I don't think they're going to. I think they're going to run it back with this group next year, and I think you're going to have to bring in some kind of veteran presence in your coaching staff that can try to assist with your flaws in the red zone.
You mentioned something there, Joe, I think you mentioned something about having a plan. I'm with you if you're telling me there's a not can't miss, that's too strong. But a clear upgrade, and they have a plan for it, and they execute it right away. Like, I don't want to go into this nebulous coaching search where, well, it's the guy at Syracuse and it's a bunch of people that were assistants that we've never heard of. Like, if that's the process, then just keep Nick Haley. Like, But if you had, like, if in the case of Stefanski or Mike McDaniel, something like that, where it's, okay, a proven guy in a system you like who's had success multiple times, multiple years, multiple teams in the case of those guys, then sure, obviously move on from Haley. But it can get worse.
Yeah, I mean,
it can get worse.
I think the unfortunate reality of where the Texans are at right now, and this is what happens when you hire a defensive coach, and obviously it can happen the other side if you hire an offensive coach with your defense, is that at some point, like sometimes just all the options are bad because the good offensive coordinators are going to be head coaches.
Right.
Like you look at the way it's played out this year, Chip Kelly has already gotten fired. Nick Haley has not been good. We have seen John Morton lose play calling responsibilities in his first year as the OC with the Lions. Like these OCs, they flame out. Like, and so you either have to take a risk and bring in a guy with no experience, or it's a lot of times it's just bad. And
they need to find their offensive spags.
But those guys don't exist.
I know, but that's what they need because this is part of the problem. I thought
Chip Kelly's never going to be a head coach again.
That was the hope with Chip Kelly.
That's the thing with Spagnuolo is that it's like he's just never going to be a head coach.
Right.
Again. You know, Vic Fangio
or Dick LeBeau back in the day.
Vic Fangio never going to be a head coach.
Right.
Like you need one of those guys with for the offensive side. It's Anthony Lynn. It's going to be like Jim Caldwell type. Like it has to be.
I mean,
I don't know who that guy is.
Yeah.
But that's always going to be. I thought
Matt
that's
Nagy?
where. Matt Nagy, I wouldn't mind that necessarily.
I mean,
he probably does get another head coach.
I don't think he does.
I think he gets one this offseason.
You think he gets really?
The Kansas City
They sprinkled a little Andy Reid magic dust on him, and he's
their offense looks terrible.
How many jobs did Josh McDaniels get? You know?
A bunch.
2, and he accepted a third, and then backed out.
Yeah, unfortunately, and this is something we've talked about with D'Amico before, but it's always going to be an issue because if your head coach is a defensive guy, whenever the offense succeeds, that coordinator is going to go get a head coaching job, and you're going to start the cycle over and over and over.
Yeah, you got to be good at developing coaches.
Yeah, or just good at
having a network.
Yeah, knowing who's good at having an idea of who you want to hire, having a network.
Someone that went to John Carroll.
Having good ideas. Like you can't just hire talented people. Like it's
no, they have to go to John Carroll or work with the Patriots.
To hire you mentioned on the flip side, if you have an offensive coach, you have to do that with your defensive coordinator. Kyle Shanahan did a pretty good job at hiring defensive coordinators for a while. Like,
he's done all right.
Yeah,
he's done all right.
And they're all guys on the come up. It wasn't an established guy. Like, so you can hire good young assistants. Like that is possible to do that consistently. Just the Houston Texans.
I haven't seen it, Sean.
Whether it's Caserio making the hires, whether it's D'Amico making the hires, those guys haven't been able to do it.
All right, speaking of hirings and firings, let's talk about who's going to be out in the NFL in the next segment. Brian McDonald, Sean Mapes, Joe George, broadcasting live from inside the Sportsbook in LaBerge on ESPN 97.5. Back here on ESPN 97.5, Joe, Sean, Brian, broadcasting live from inside the Sportsbook at LaBerge in Lake Charles. Reminder, you can book their VIP fan cave sections. All you got to do is go to LaBerge's website, click on the Sportsbook. QR code's going to pop on up for you. You'll be connected with Pedro or Courtney, and then they will figure out a time and day to get you in there. And so you make sure you know what you want. They're already looking at, playoffs, Super Bowl. People are getting ready for all of that, booking those spots.
March Madness not
March
too far around
Madness
the corner.
not too far away.
Yeah, I imagine tonight, probably for UFC, it's
Yep.
booked.
Oh, yeah. That's a great night to do it.
I noticed it was empty, though, so maybe,
See if we can slide it over there.
slip on in.
Yeah, maybe
no one's
so.
using it. No one's
Maybe
using
maybe
it.
some.
Keep the seat warm.
I don't know if I'm too excited for this fight. We got the Anthony Joshua and Paul brother fight coming up. Not too far away. You don't want to come out here. We're not coming back for that.
I mean, we came out for the Tyson fight a couple years ago.
I don't think we came out before
We
the
didn't.
Tyson
We
fight.
didn't.
The
We were
Tyson
just
fight
here.
was on that weekend.
We were just here.
I mean, we can all have fun if Anthony Joshua just bludgeons Jake Paul, though.
Yes.
Yes.
Now,
there we go.
But unfortunately,
we got rooting interest.
we can't bet on it here, though.
No. Well, we don't. I don't care if Jake Paul just gets his ass kicked. I'm fine. I don't need to have made money on it.
It was the funniest when I asked Russ if I could bet on the Tyson Paul fight. And he was like, no. Like it was like very. He didn't say you can only bet on real sports, but that's kind of what he said. It was like,
How
you
dare
can only
he.
really do real sports.
So can I get odds on John Cena's last match?
No.
Damn it.
But I like the ring general. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Gunther's going to be minus 10,000 to win that one.
Yeah. Give me the ring general.
Sorry if I just spoiled that for you,
No,
Brian.
no.
Okay.
I already knew.
I know.
I
I don't want to pull.
He was the odds-on favorite to begin with.
I don't want to pull an intern Sean. Speaking of real sports, which is like college basketball to me is
I
not.
thought we were going to WWE. My bad.
College basketball is not a real sport until March.
It's sports entertainment.
Until March.
Until March.
But I did get Russ just was walking by and showed me a rather large parlay that lost.
That lost.
Because one of it was moneyline Purdue basketball, who was playing Iowa State this morning, and lost 81-58. So the number one team in the country just lost.
Okay.
Now
81-58.
I swear to God, Purdue is the number one team in the country that loses in an upset 3 times a year.
Yes.
How does that
for
always
sure.
happen?
Yes.
Stop ranking them number one.
Yeah.
They always lose.
They lead the nation in losses as the number one team.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
I'm with you.
They have
I'm
to.
with you.
It
They-
happens 3 times a year.
Yeah, they have to lead. Especially over the last decade.
Yeah.
It's got to be number one.
That bet slip that he showed you. So that was the only loss in the parlay.
Yeah, but
How much did he stand to win if Purdue hadn't lost?
well, no, it was the first game.
Oh, it was the first
It was
game.
the
So,
first
okay.
but it was the first leg of this huge parlay, and
It just dawned right off the bat.
didn't get past the first game. Which, honestly, I think that's a good way to lose a
Yeah,
parlay.
no, I'd rather lose that way than lose the last one.
Oh yeah, lose on the last leg.
You disagree, Sean? Looks
This
like you
can't even be a
disagree.
question. You want to lose the
You'd
first leg
rather
of the
lose
parlay.
on the last one? I'd rather never have a chance.
To me, the action is the juice, Brian. To me,
Okay.
I want to be in the
The
fight.
adventure is the journey.
want
I
that.
want to be in the fight
Yeah.
for long. I want to go the distance with this.
Yeah.
Now,
Get outta here, babes.
Rocky lost the 15th. He lost
Yeah.
in the 15th, and he was a hero.
On
The
the
fact that you're not jaded by being 40 is really showing
if he got
right now.
knocked off, if he got knocked down the first round, they don't make a second movie.
in the
Probably
app,
shouldn't have.
in the app you can cash out. I was telling Sean, what's the appropriate cash out time? If you got
It depends on the dollar figure, I think. But
let's say you got a parlay that's absurd, and you got a chance to win.
100,000.
Let's play an our ballpark here. $5,000.
Okay, 500,000. Got it.
$5,000.
In
You
my
can win-
ballpark.
Again, that's why it changes it.
Yeah,
it
you
changes
can.
the
Let's say
equation.
you can win.
The money
five-
has to
yeah.
mean more for
Yeah,
you. To,
you can win
does
$5,000. Okay.
Okay.
If they offer you, this is like deal or no deal.
This is what Deal or No.
Yeah.
This was the premise
Yes.
of Deal or No Deal.
Yes.
So if it's what's the number you're okay with being I'm gonna walk away?
How big
potentially
is my
winning?
initial bet?
$100.
I think I'd walk away if I made 2K.
I was gonna say if
Okay.
I could make half of it.
Yeah, like half. It's
Yeah.
about half.
I was thinking the same thing. If I'm at half of it, then maybe we can. Maybe that's the time to walk away.
Yeah.
It's different though
'cause
because if the number gets bigger and we're talking about life-changing money,
Yes.
then I'm less willing to walk away from it for the upside of what
Yes.
it means.
But-
Yeah.
But if it's 5K, that's not changing my
Yeah.
life.
But you
I mean,
gotta
obviously
you
very,
gotta
very
know
nice, but
when to fold them. You gotta know when to hold them.
Thank you, Kenny.
And you gotta know when to walk away.
You do. Thank you, Kenny.
So don't Count
Your
your
old
money.
soul, Sean Mapes.
The other thing that I
Sitting at
find
the table.
strange is that have you guys like seen the people who like they sell their tickets?
Yes.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
seems like a really strange concept to me. As the
Well,
person,
it's-
as the person buying it, like I get the reward if you win it, but I also feel like whenever I see like prop swaps tweet them out, and they're like, "This ticket's been purchased for X amount of dollars," it feels like it always loses. Like I feel like I've never seen them be like, "This ticket was bought for X amount of money and
Yeah.
then won." I feel like
Yeah.
it's always
Yeah.
this ticket was bought by X amount of money and then lost.
Someone
Because-
bought the Indiana Pacers to make the finals. Like
Yes.
that's never happened.
Yeah, it just never feels like, "Oh yeah, this works out for you."
Yeah.
No, because part of the lore of why you play parlays is because of the complete maximization of your initial bet.
Yeah.
By buying 4 legs in or whatever it happens to be, you're taking all that away. You're just buying a high price win or you're screwed sort of proposition.
All right, so NFL coaches, like how many openings we have last year? Was it like 7?
I think that sounds right.
There was a ton of
It was in the
openings
ballpark.
last year.
So who has new coaches? The Commanders have a new coach this year.
No,
The
Dan
Bears did.
The
Dan
Commanders
Quinn-
are not new.
Dan Quinn's in year 2.
Yeah. No, you're right. This was the second year.
Yeah.
Sorry. So the
we've
NFC
got-
East didn't have any. Brian Schottenheimer.
Yep,
Right.
Schottenheimer, Ben Johnson,
Yep.
Kellen Moore are all new coaches. Pete Carroll, Tennessee, no.
No,
Tennessee's
Tennessee was a
coming.
They're
carryover.
getting a new
Mike
one.
Vrabel.
Yeah,
Mike
Mike Vrabel with New England.
and Aaron Glenn with the Jets.
Yep.
So is that 5 so far?
I think so.
Duval.
Oh yeah, Liam Cohen.
Duh.
Liam Cohen.
Great
That's 6. Yeah, I think that's 6 or 7.
Okay, so
Oh God. Oh God. Damn it. Damn it.
somewhat. At least one of us did it, and it wasn't us.
It was unintentional, John.
So we have that's what I said yesterday.
I know.
And you were like, "Oh, you said it anyways."
Yeah, that's a great impression, by the way.
Hypocrite.
so-
Hypocrite.
So Tennessee's open. How many jobs do you think we're going to see open this year in the NFL? Like, I think it's pretty clear right now. Like, I don't think we can rule out Las Vegas.
I would say the first one that comes to mind, Jonathan Gannon's gone in Arizona.
I agree.
He gone. There's no way he's coming back. 49ers, Seahawks, Rams all safe. Saints safe. What do you think about the Falcons? Is Raheem Moore in trouble?
Out of here.
I think he's out.
I
Get
think,
him out.
yeah. What's interesting about that one is there is this rumor that was floated out there in Atlanta that if things continue to be as contentious as they are in Green Bay, that LaFleur is interested in going back to Atlanta
That sounds crazy.
Why are things contentious in Green
Yeah.
Bay?
because it doesn't seem like how it was with like Rodgers and ownership, but it does seem like there's some LaFleur ownership dynamic where
This feels like Bears fan wishful
what?
thinking.
I mean,
Who are
specific
your sources?
So he's
The
beefing
McCaskey
with the
family?
town of Green Bay.
there is like
the
someone
the
that
owner,
actually
like, he's
yes.
beefing with
With the
copy-
200,000 owners?
Yeah, he's beefing with Joel Blank. Like, what are we talking about?
Well, everybody's beefing with Joel Blank.
I don't think LaFleur gets fired. Like now, earlier in the season, you could have talked me into it when things were like really seemed like they were going off the rails. But like they got everything back in control.
Yeah.
But now let's go back to Gannon real quick.
Gannon's gone, 100%.
But what if they find a way to move on from Kyler? Like, do you want to give him a shot with someone else?
No, I don't think so.
I think you're probably right.
I mean,
But what if you can't get rid of Kyler?
Well, I think they might have to Russell Wilson him.
Yeah.
Ouch.
I think that's what they're ultimately going to have to do. Because, like, why would any team trade for him?
No, because you know he's going to get cut.
Yeah.
Like, if you want Kyler Murray to be your quarterback and take a flyer on him next year, which someone will. I think this idea that he's not going to get another chance.
no, he'll get a
is
chance.
absurd.
He'll get a
100%
chance.
starting in the
Yeah, he's
I
starting
mean,
in the
if you're
NFL next year.
Minnesota,
A team started a team started Justin Fields this
Sean,
year.
a team started Mitch Trubisky after he left the Bears.
Yeah, like
Well, now,
a
now
team
Pittsburgh
started.
did.
Who was that bum that started for the Vikings last week? Brosman.
oh well,
Yeah.
no, I meant like walk into week one with like
week
this
one.
guy as
okay,
your starter.
Week one. Okay.
like, you don't think Kyler Murray might be the Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback next year?
yeah.
Or what about the Vikings?
Yeah, he could be the
What about
Vikings
the Raiders?
quarterback. He
What
could be the
about
Jets
the-
Yeah,
quarterback.
there's the Jets.
the Saints.
Yeah.
like
Like Kyler's gonna be a quarterback.
Yeah,
next
Kyler
year.
would be a quarterback.
So
next year.
Gannon, I'm with you. Gannon's for sure out. Obviously, the Titans are gonna have a new coach.
Raheem
so-
Moore, are we in agreement that he's out?
I think he's out.
Raheem Morris. Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it's just 2 out of the NFC. I think that's it. Well, Brian Daboll's already out, but
Oh, that's right. I
Yeah.
forgot about Dable. So that'd be
so that's 3 in the NFC.
yeah. I don't think
I don't
there's
see anyone else in the NFC.
No.
Oh, I don't have it.
The only I don't think there's really any surprise this year that would.
If Mike McDaniel's safe, that obviously that takes that entire division off the board. Although I've heard a rumor that Aaron Glenn might not actually be safe.
Yeah.
One of Baltimore and Pittsburgh aren't going to make the playoffs.
I think Pittsburgh is going to make a change this year.
I was going to say, I feel like the one that doesn't make the playoffs is out.
Yeah, I think it's time.
And honestly,
for
if they go one and done in the playoff, like both of them might be.
I'm with you on Mike Tomlin. I don't know if I'm with you on John Harbaugh, unless it's John Harbaugh's choice. I can't see Baltimore firing John Harbaugh off of one season out of the playoffs when Lamar Jackson missed like 4 or 5 games.
Yeah.
But he's played the last 3 and they've stunk.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or he stunk.
I think Harbaugh being a free agent's on the table this year. Now, because it just feels like to me Tomlin and Harbaugh have their time has come.
Yeah, I agree on Tomlin.
Yeah.
I'm just not with you on Harbaugh.
They have similar tenures, like one Super Bowl a decade
1,000 years ago.
Yeah, and they've been there for 15-ish years, 17 years, whatever it is. And it just feels like both these places, they kind of run the course. I mean, like.
So you think there's a chance both of them are out?
I think there's a chance.
Does that mean that there's a chance that there's 4 new head coaches in the AFC North next year?
Oh, God, yeah, there really is.
Yeah. Because, if
I think Harbaugh's safe, but I think the other 3 are completely in play.
Because I think Stefanski's fascinating to me because
2-time coach of the year.
He's a good coach. I don't think he will be an option for the Texans for an offensive coordinator position.
Yeah, he'll just get another coach.
Yeah, he'll be a head coach. He will be the Arizona Cardinals head coach or something like that next year. He's going to be
someone will.
Because look what he's done and accomplished with garbage. Give him some stability at quarterback.
Yeah.
A franchise that has a plan that's not being run by a baseball guy who's now going back to baseball. You can hire Stefanski. But I think there's a chance all 4 jobs are open next year.
Yeah.
Honestly, he could just be like the Bengals head coach next year.
Yeah, I was gonna say if I'm the Ravens or Bengals, I'm gonna get this guy over here.
Yeah, we'll take him.
If you're Stefanski, I mean, what?
Yeah, pack up the Mayflower shipping unit and drive.
Nice reference.
Drive to Baltimore.
The only thing about Stefanski, like you mentioned, Cincinnati, that's obviously very appealing because you go from playing or coaching Shador and Dylan Gabriel and Deshaun to Burrow. But you're like, Burrow misses half his games.
Yeah,
it's I don't know if I want to go there.
But I trust him. If he has to go to Browning, I trust him.
Yep.
I don't know if I trust Browning.
If he has to go to Flacco, I trust him.
Flacco, yes. I don't know about Browning.
He's gotten the most out of Flacco.
That's true.
That's true.
He has.
He revitalized his career.
Facts.
Who else in the AFC?
So this is obviously, I really do think the Jets are in play with Aaron Glenn. I wouldn't fire a coach after year 1 unless it's like an Urban Meyer situation, but it seems like there's some unrest there. I agree with you on the rest of the AFC North. Like the Browns and the Bengals are certainly in play. I don't. Are either a favorite to fire their coach though?
No, probably not.
Probably not.
Yeah, because don't the Bengals just make the excuse of Burrow was hurt for half the year?
Yes.
Because it's a cheap organization. I don't think they're going to want to pay 2 coaches.
Yeah, how many years left is on Zach Taylor's contract?
Yeah, that contract's just going to expire.
Yeah.
Obviously, the Titans have already fired their coach. I think that's it for the rest of the AFC South, though. No one else is changing coaches.
No, D'Amico ain't getting fired.
Okay.
Then, obviously, Sean why am I forgetting his last name? Yeah.
McDermott?
No, the Broncos head coach.
Peyton.
Yeah, Sean Payton. Jesus. Hardball safe, Andy Reid safe, and then it really just comes down to if Pete Carroll gets fired.
I'll tell you, Sean McDermott's on my radar.
Really?
What radar?
Getting fired radar.
Flight rate? Oh,
what's the threshold he has to meet?
Honestly, man, if you don't go to the Super Bowl this year with Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson are sitting their asses at home in the playoffs, if you can't get through the AFC this year,
the Chiefs aren't going to beat you in the
playoffs.
If the Chiefs and the Ravens miss the playoffs and you don't get to the Super Bowl, I'm with you.
Actually, either way, if the Chiefs don't beat you in the playoffs, and you don't win the Super Bowl, fire. If the Chiefs somehow beat you in the playoffs, you're also fired.
Yeah,
you can't let this Chiefs team beat you
in
the playoffs.
I'll tell you, I'm out on McDermott. If he doesn't go to the Super Bowl this year, see you later, buddy.
I'm mostly with you. Although I think that if they do that, they got to clean house because I'm not going down as the coach when you gave me nothing at wide receiver. You shipped Diggs out 2 years ago, and you've given me nothing at wide receiver.
I'd be okay with Bean getting fired as well. I'd be okay with that. Personally, me.
Yeah,
Brian,
you personally, Sean Maves.
I'll fire him.
Maybe Brian Gang gets a promotion. He's a GM again in the NFL. But yeah, I think McDermott.
Bring
to
in
me,
Bill O'Brien, get the dream team back together.
Yeah, it's for me. It's McDermott. It's Super Bowl or bust. Like it's time that you are now in a position in which for 2 decades, 3 decades, Tom Brady for 2 decades really. Tom Brady haunted you, and the Patriots haunted you, and then he left, and the Patriots were cheeks. And you still did nothing with it.
And in that time period, the Patriots are good again.
And now the Patriots are good again.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how you're the Bills. You're not just like, this is a disaster. We have not won anything.
And you've taken a step back.
Yeah, you've taken a step back. I know they tried to get Waddle at the deadline, apparently. Like, I think A.J. Brown, call my shot, is a Buffalo Bill this offseason.
I like that.
I think it's time for Sean McDermott. Like, it's time for Tomlin and maybe Harbaugh. Because at least, like, those guys have won. Now, it's been a while, but, like, they've won. Like, what has McDermott done?
Fire up his team with inspirational speeches.
Yep. He's just got to find big
Give
moments.
both sides, really.
Yeah.
You do have to hand it to him.
Yeah.
You do have to hand it. For one thing specifically.
For being creative.
For teamwork.
Teamwork.
Determination.
It did take commitment.
It did.
It did. They had to give all. They had to give all.
They gave everything.
But that's the only thing we give them credit.
I think we should go to break.
All right, let's go to break.
Definitely go to break.
Broadcasting live from inside the Sportsbook on ESPN 97.5.
This is the Bullpen.
On ESPN 97.5 and the ESPN Houston app.
Broadcasting live from the mobile Huntington Bank Studios, located at LaBerge Casino Resort, Lake Charles. Here's Joe George, Brian McDonald, and Sean Mapes.
All right, we'll do our Mount Rushmore +1 in the next segment of the show. We will be back tomorrow as well from 10 to 12 tomorrow. Look, we'll be doing a lot of recapping of the college football day. I think during the show is when we'll get the seedings. Because isn't it before the NFL games? Or
That
is it
would make
before?
sense.
Or is it before Sunday Night Football? I don't remember when they do it. It's one of the two.
I'll be honest. I have no idea.
You're the college football expert,
I'll
Sean.
be honest.
Sean won't be up for it either
I
way.
have no clue when they announce it.
He'll be awake. He'll be here with us.
Yeah. Someone will be knocking at my door, telling me to wake up at 10:30.
No. You make it to these shows on time.
Make it to these shows on time, yeah.
Yeah, you always do. I did
for
see
9. We'll see.
I did see someone yesterday because I know we were just having camera issues with the phone not charging, but like it's like, uh-oh, did Sean sleep in again when they didn't have the camera going away in the morning? I was like, I saw that and I was like, do I want to ask? I was like, do I want to ask? Because it could have been AJ too, back in the studio, but then I found out what happened.
Hand up. It was me, Coach.
How are we feeling about Woody Marks going into next season? I think he's shown a lot of promise. I don't know if he's ever anyone I'm thinking like going to be like a first-round pick in fantasy running back. But I feel good about what we've seen from Woody Marks and what we've seen from the offensive line. And then to Nick Caley's credit, as we were discussing him earlier, I think the run scheme in general has been much improved this year, really from top to bottom. So, Brian, we'll start with you on this one. Where are you at with Woody Marks headed into next season? Like, do they need to add, draft? How are you feeling?
I definitely think they need to add, but I think this comes down to like what your philosophy at running back is, because that can differ wildly from person to person, team to team. But I view Woody Marks as good enough that I don't need to go out and spend a first or second round pick. I don't need to go out and spend even like $8 million in free agency. I'm kind of at Woody Marks looks like he can not necessarily be a bell cow, but he's shown me enough to where I think he could be the guy who gets the most carries out of a 2 or 3 person committee, right? Like and where you get that guy, and you fill that out with maybe next year's Nick Chubb, someone that costs you like $4 or $5 million in free agency, and then maybe you throw in a 3rd or 4th round pick. Like I'm investing this team's resources in offensive line. I think you got to replenish some on the defense. I think safety might need to be addressed. Maybe add some on the interior defensive line. That's where I'm spending my free agency dollars, my high-value picks. I think Woody Marks has shown enough to where you divert that, what you might have spent on running back, because I don't think Joe Mixon's coming back. I think Woody Marks could be the 1A, and you go out and find a cheap 1B.
Yeah. I think he's proven that he can be a lead back in a committee. You know, like he can be the 1A or 1B. I mean, if you go out,
1B's fine.
Yeah,
just as long as you're not paying for it.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't think he's bell cow back. I don't think he's any
I
of
don't
that.
either.
I think he's proven good enough to be in a committee, be part of this offense, be, you know, like you said, not a top pick in fantasy, but fantasy relevant. You know, like that level of player. It's not going to be, you know, or it can be like a less version of Gibbs and Montgomery, like that kind of thing, like where you're the, you know, RC Cola of that.
Ooh, nice pull, RC Cola.
So what do you think if they wanted to add though? If they wanted to have like a 1A guy, what is do you think the path forward to take? Because it's an interesting collection of talent that's going to be available in both free agency and the draft. Like you're going to have Breece Hall, Etienne. We've had the Achane rumors out there that he was available for some reason.
No, that'd be through trade, right?
I think Achane's trade.
Yeah,
I think
he
got.
can't be a free agent.
I think he's got one more year.
Yeah.
But Etienne will be a free agent. Breece Hall will be a free agent coming into this offseason. You know, you're gonna have Jeremiah Love in the draft. I'm curious how high he'll go. I feel like the Texans
probably
might
second round.
Too high for the Texans.
Yeah,
too high for the Texans.
Either
you think he's a second round pick?
Maybe. I mean,
he's going top 10. Right?
I don't know. Look. Jonathan Taylor went second round. I don't know. Like some years they like the running back, some years they don't.
I think we're swinging back to where like we're going to see more running backs taking more in the first round. I think the value there.
Look,
yeah, I mean, one went 6th overall this year. So.
Yeah.
And then another one went 20th.
Yeah,
where did Hampton go?
Yeah, he went.
Yeah, Hampton
20s.
went like 20th. Yeah.
So would you rather them look at like if they want to go for like a bigger name, whether it's through draft or free agency, like are any of those free agents attractive to you guys?
I mean, the archetype I'm looking for is basically Nick Chubb if he didn't break his leg 3 different times. Like
a tough interior runner.
Yeah, pre-injury Nick Chubb type. You know, not even that level of production, just like that skill set is what I'm looking for. Yeah, tough interior runner, because that's not really something that Woody Marks I want doing. I don't want him being the goal line back. I'd prefer a bigger body.
I think Woody Marks could be your lightning, so to speak. You need your thunder.
Yeah, David Montgomery.
You need a David Montgomery. Like all the names you mentioned, Joe, I like, most of them, but I'm not paying the money for Breece Hall. I'm not paying the money, I don't think, for Trevor Etienne. Travis Etienne, sorry.
Either one of them.
No, yeah.
Either one.
Yeah,
I don't want his brother either.
I think the Panthers will probably trade you Trevor Etienne, but I don't want him as a one of the lead backs. And I'm certainly not paying a first or second round draft pick price, whatever it is, for Jeremiah Love. So I think I'm going to that next tier.
Yeah.
One guy hasn't been mentioned yet. Are we? So Mixon's out, right?
Yeah, I mentioned that earlier.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, I don't think Mixon. I think Mixon has already played his last game for the Texans.
Yeah.
Well, maybe he comes back. Nick Casario is going to give us an update at some point. It's been like 3 weeks since the last update. He'll update.
It has. We are due. We're due for another update where Nick Casario says nothing. Yes.
I'm just like, when are they going to tell us the truth?
Isn't it wild that we're still this far in and we really don't have like anywhere close to a solid idea of when or how or what is hurt?
Yes,
like nothing. We don't know what's hurt, when he hurt it, how he hurt it. We don't know. We don't have anything solid on any of that. And it's December 6th.
They literally could be like, he lost a toe at this point, and I'd be like, okay.
They can tell us he had appendectomy. I don't know what.
I mean, it seems like it's.
Although he'd be back from that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a foot injury for sure.
I mean, we think
lower leg.
Yeah, lower leg.
I think it's below the waist.
Yeah, because he was in a walking boot at
lower
one
body
point.
injury, like it's hockey.
Yeah, like he was in a walking boot at one point.
That's true.
So
I guess that'd be our only tell that it's not like a forearm.
Like that could be a knee injury, and like it could be anything.
Would you wear a walking boot for a knee injury?
I guess not.
I mean, I'm not a doctor, but
no,
I wouldn't think so.
Yeah, I've seen people do it like instead of being in a full cast, they've got a boot to like help support their leg a little bit. But.
So I have the spot check free agent running backs up. Najee Harris,
out.
Just thumbs up, thumbs down. Okay.
He's coming off Achilles, right?
27 and a half.
He's coming off of burning his eye off.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Firework to the eye.
Yeah.
Javonte Williams.
Oh, yeah.
Depends on the cost, but I'd be interested.
Okay. Kenneth Walker.
Can he? I don't know, man. He doesn't stay on the field.
I'm intrigued.
I'm intrigued, but I think I'm out because he doesn't stay on the field.
I'm intrigued because the way Seattle's using him, his contract's not going to be that high. And then even though all of us would be frustrated in fantasy, you could use him the same way here. You could split carries with Kenneth Walker.
If you could get Walker for $5 million or less, I'm in.
Yeah, yes, I'm with you. Like that's a great number.
I'm self-selecting these.
Yes,
I'm throwing some of these guys out. Well, this guy is a little bit of a Nick Chubb type. The problem is, I said without all the injuries. This guy is with all the injuries. J.K. Dobbins.
Yeah,
out on that.
Yeah, and then Jerome Ford
out.
Nope.
Jerome Ford does feel like a future Texan, though.
Tyler Algier.
I'd be in on that. He's exactly who the Texans
That would be really interesting.
I mean, Algier, before they drafted Bijan, had a 1,000-yard season as a rookie.
Yeah,
even with Bijan, they use him as their goal line back.
Yeah, Algier would be a really interesting move.
And where does the team struggle? On the goal line?
I think Swift is going to be available if anyone's interested.
Yeah. I'm looking for more of the the tough runner inside the goal line guy because I think Woody Marks could be the edge guy, the receiver.
Yeah. Dude, I think Algier's the
Algier
guy
makes perfect sense.
Now,
right. I'll get on that.
If you think,
make it happen.
Now, if you think Love is going to fall in the draft to the second round, then to me there's.
Well, what about your other boy from the Irish?
That's who I would be looking at because now Mel Kiper has them as 1A and 1B.
As both first-round picks?
No, but they're first and second. He's got Love as a first-round pick. But he's got Jadarian Price as the second running back in the NFL draft right now. And
interesting.
I think Price is really talented. He doesn't have a lot of carries, so I'm very interested.
I'll say if you're the Texans, gotta have picked a guard before that. You gotta have had.
Yeah.
You gotta have invested in the interior of this line because I don't think you're gonna be a good running team unless you invest in the interior of this line.
That's why my cutoff is third round. I'm not spending a first or second round pick on a running back. And it's not an indictment on running backs in general. It's just the Texans have bigger needs.
And this team, they say it at the podium all the time. They want to be a physical downhill running team. They cannot do that.
No.
Their offensive line has improved from last year. Not at that. It's improved in pass protection. If they could deliver on the vision that they want for this team, it would actually be an operable offense and it would be a recipe for success. So a downhill running football team that can take care of the ball and then play elite defense. That is actually a winning formula.
Fix
they just
the
can't
interior,
do that.
Fix the interior. Sign Tyler Algier.
Yeah.
Sign
we
me
go.
up.
Yep. I think
Make it happen.
I think it's a
Sean
great call.
Mapes, GM of the year 2027.
Yeah, and honestly, I trust you to draft a left guard more than I do Nick Casario. So
And you have the same hit rate currently.
yeah, which is
Yeah.
none. Even
No.
though Ursery looks good. Give him that.
But not interior lineman.
Yeah, not interior. You know.
And me drafting an interior lineman would be walking down the hall to Lance and being like, "Hey, Lance, who do you like?"
Honestly,
3-minute draft picks.
Yeah.
maybe we should just get Lance on the phone with Casario.
Just
Be
a
like,
consultant.
which guard you like, man?
Yeah, just
All right, let's take a break here. We are broadcasting live from inside the sportsbook at LaBerge in Lake Charles. Texas Tech has taken a 21-7 lead over BYU in the Big 12 championship game. We'll be carrying the Big 10 title game tonight here on the station as Indiana and Ohio State, the number 1 and 2 team in the country, will play each other. But coming up next, let's get to our Mount Rushmore +1. That's next here on ESPN 97.5.
Welcome in, Houston, to the best part of your weekend and Lake Charles, Louisiana. Welcome to your best part of the weekend. Mount Rushmore +1, the award-winning, groundbreaking, sports radio landscape-changing segment that will get Joe, Sean, myself, John Belmer, Josh Chavans, Andrew Carlson, and a host of others into the Texas Radio Hall of Fame in far less than the 27 years it took those bums, John and Lance.
you know, I actually
Feels so good. I haven't said that in a long time.
I actually mentioned that too. Not you calling them bums, but I there is a segment on the morning show on Friday with Raheel, John, and I, where we ended up just starting to look up heights of NFL coordinators because
I heard it. I heard
someone
that.
Spagnolo's
a wee man.
Is listed at 5'7", and we couldn't get over A, that he's 5'7", B, that he's listed. Like, he has a listed height for some reason.
Right.
And at the end of the segment, we're like, man, a Hall of Famer took part in this segment. We made a Texas Radio Hall of Famer look up Matt Burke's height.
That's why he got in.
Yeah.
That's why he got in.
Matt Burke might be a head coaching candidate
He
this
might.
offseason.
Yeah, he
We'll
might.
see.
6
He
foot
might.
flat, by the way, in case you're wondering.
That's a guy you can trust. 5'7".
I mean, Spagnuolo, yeah, what has he ever done?
Well, exactly. Exactly.
He's a D coordinator.
You see me. You see me.
Who wants to go first today?
Joe, it feels like you should go
I can
first,
go first?
as a guest of the segment here.
All right, let me pull up my Mount Rushmore plus one. Where did I save it last night?
Okay, well, maybe I should go first.
No, I got it. I got it. Okay, I got it.
You started to worry me. We started to lean back.
I was
Like
like,
you're, like you're trying to read a menu in a dark.
I have all these notes, and I was like, which one is in here? All right, so I'm gonna do Mount Rushmore plus one of stupid rules and penalties.
Okay, all right, I like it.
Because last night we saw one that played out, and I think it's one of the dumbest things we do in college football. Is you can't advance a muff punt. It's dumb. When it hit off the North Texas player's right leg,
Yep.
and you can't run it into the end zone when you're 5 yards away from the end zone, it's stupid.
When Sean and Joe have an over bet on
Yes.
that game.
Oh, I see what happened.
No,
here.
but it's a fumble.
No, I'm with you. Like, why
can't you advance it?
I don't know why the play's dead.
Yeah,
I don't understand that.
So that's number one. All right, number two, I hate that. I want consistency. I'm not going to tell you which way this rule needs to go, okay? But if it's a fumble out the back of the end zone
yes.
and it's a turnover, then to me, the same rule should apply to the sidelines. Like, I want consistency. If the ball is fumbled out of bounds,
you want it to be a touchback?
I want it to be a turnover. Like, to me,
It's like defense gets the ball
Yeah.
at the spot of
I
where it went
just
out
want
of
the
bounds.
same because it's the same thing. It goes out of bounds either in the back or on the side.
You know what?
I want the same rule.
When you first started talking, he's like, this is the craziest thing I've ever heard.
No.
But in both scenarios, the defense is not possessing
Yes.
the ball. So I'm with you, but I don't want either to be a turnover.
That's fine.
Just return the ball to the spot of the fumble.
I will accept that decision
yeah,
making
just
process.
return the ball to the spot of the fumble.
All right, now this is where I'm going to start bringing in penalties, just because these are all dumb rules and things we do in sports. The tortilla penalties. What are we doing? Like, come on, guys.
Let them cook in Lubbock.
This is a new addition to the dumb rule list.
Very
but,
recent.
But fair.
Yes, like, why are we penalizing? Horns down, same thing. Like, should never been a penalty. Softies.
It's taunting, Joe.
But, like,
we can't have that in the
It's
game.
because they got penalized for putting the gun down for Texas Tech.
Well, that should be fine, too.
But that's why.
Well, guns are not approved, but
yeah, Texas Tech got their panties in a bunch about it.
but like, what are
No
we
one
doing?
noticed because it's Texas Tech.
We're penalizing tortillas.
Nice shot there.
Let these guys cook, man. Number 4. This one's more like we were discussing this last night, and Sean helped me with this one. It was a great point. Just safeties. What is a safety?
How hard is it to get a safety?
Yeah, how hard?
As far as what when? Okay,
yeah, like
does he have to be fully in the end zone, that sort of thing.
Dak's foot was in the end zone, and he was tackled in the end zone.
I know you had a problem with the C.J. Stroud safety or not safety.
Yeah. Same with
Where
C.J. Stroud.
He gets contacted outside the
and then
end zone,
driven back into
and then
the
his
end zone.
knee hits the ground in the end zone,
Yes.
where the ball is also in the end zone, and that's not a safety.
Where I'm
what
with
is a
you-
safety?
Like, I agree that, like, if you establish forward progress, that forward progress should hold. But what I don't like about it, it comes up when you talk about the knee thing. Like, if it was not in the end zone, where we would mark him is where the knee touches.
Yes.
So,
it doesn't make any sense.
yeah,
So
it should be more consistent.
yeah, the safety thing, and then this one will go to baseball. I hate super slow-mo when a guy slides off a base. Doesn't make any sense. Like, he's on.
I don't like that we can play this game where if the guy stealing second, let's say, tags the base, he's safe. That we have to he has to maintain contact for the rest of eternity, essentially.
And a lot of times, what
the
happens
play should be dead.
is the guy beats the tag by so much, his foot beats the tag by a lot,
Right.
and then he beats it by so much that the tag is still applied as his leg is coming off of it because now he's at his knee at the base, and now that's
I hate
not,
that.
Yeah,
I hate that.
Yeah.
I
So
hate that.
That's my Mount Rushmore of rules, penalties, things that need to change.
I'm
or are
with you.
stupid.
That was a good list, Joe. I'll go ahead and go next. Now this is one that Sean Mapes helped inspire. So I have saved this one for we were doing a show together
The
again.
most inspiring people in sports. Number 1, Sean Mapes.
Goes without saying, but that's not what this list is.
okay.
This is instead a list of Houston athletes who would be very successful if they had to compete in a Bloodline rules match.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah.
what are Bloodline rules? Who knows?
Yeah.
It's basically the same as anything that's no
Kimbo
holds barred.
sticks are involved, though.
Yeah, I think it just means that The Rock comes out. I think that's the only thing it really means. But these are the Houston athletes who would succeed if they had to compete in a WWE Bloodline rules match. Number 1, Jalen Petrie.
Yep.
Good call.
Dude likes to hit.
Yep.
Now, he's now got the Guardian cap. He's going to come in with even more force. He don't care.
Yeah, now
he's
it's like
concussion
he could be
proof.
Kurt Angle out
Yeah,
there.
exactly. With a broken freaking neck. Exactly. So Jalen Petrie's number 1. It feels like this guy should be at the top of the list, but I'm not listing him there. It's Aziz Al-Shaair.
He already plays
Bloodline rules. He's choking Tom Brady.
Yeah.
He's punching Roshan Johnson. He's trying to kill Trevor Lawrence.
Even Solo
Man of the
Sikoa is
year.
like, this guy needs to chill
Yeah,
out.
yeah. Solo Sikoa's like, look, I mean,
Tone it down a
it's a
notch.
bit of a gimmick infringement here, okay? I don't like this. Next one on the list, he's a very jolly guy off the field, but they call him the Terminator for a reason. Will Anderson Jr.
Yeah, good
will
call.
He will kill
Wait,
you.
Are these
He'll
all
kill you.
Houston Texans?
No,
Okay,
these are
it's
not all.
Everyone so far has been a Houston
Yes,
Texans
correct.
defense member.
See, I got
and I
one-
think there's like 3 more that could be.
No,
on this list.
I got one Rocket in mind.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to list them because the next 2 are Rockets.
Okay.
Next on the list, Amin Thompson will throw down.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
We
saw it.
Yeah, we've
Yeah.
seen it multiple times.
How about Tyler Hero?
He
ask
can do
Tyler
a hip
Hero.
toss.
Yes,
He knows
exactly.
Very few
He's got a
basketball
move
players
already.
I've seen a guy do a hip toss.
Yeah. So Amin Thompson's on the list. And number 1, I don't know how violent he is, but you can't move him. So I think he'd succeed. He'd be the unstoppable force in the ring. I'm going with Steven Adams.
That's who I had.
Steven Adams is an unstoppable
I mean-
force. You cannot move him off the spot. He's Andre the Giant in there. You have to celebrate when you body slam the guy, which I don't think you could do. Steven Adams rounds out my Mount Rushmore of Houston athletes who succeed in Bloodline
Was
rules.
there any consideration
Fumble by
for
BYU.
a Houston Astro?
No.
Because, like, if healthy,
I don't think they have
Jordan
a
would be nasty.
He's not a likes to fight guy. You have to be a likes to fight guy.
That's true.
You have to be like, is there anything physical about Jordan?
No.
He's big.
The only
Although-
Astros answer is Correa, I think.
Correa would be good.
He's a bit of a fancy boy.
Yeah.
Oh.
He likes to run his mouth, but he's a bit of a fancy boy.
Whoa.
Come on.
Whoa.
He called himself, what was it, the Louis Vuitton of
Whoa,
defense?
you're calling
That's
him,
true.
Wow.
No one that calls
Wow.
himself the Louis Vuitton of defense
Now, can I get
is
a-
a likes to fight guy.
Brian's calling him Gold Dust.
Yes.
Yes, I am. He is gold dust.
Can I get a Jose Altuve Rey Mysterio comp?
Well, they're both wee men. Jose Altuve is not likes to fight
Yeah,
guy.
I think you have to go back in time. For,
I think
for an
Alex
answer.
Bregman was a likes to fight guy. He's a bit fiery.
Now, see, I think Correa, speaking of Mysterios, he could be the Dom Mysterio.
Yes, Dirty Dom, Dirty
Like,
Carlos.
He could be Dirty Carlos.
I think we need to be careful there. We need to be real careful there.
I'm just going to say Evan Gaddis would have been great in Bloodline rules.
Moving on, John Belmer. What's your Mount Rushmore +1?
How am I
We
supposed
still
to
say
follow
Dirty
that?
Carlos. I don't know. Good luck, pal.
Oh, my goodness. All right, well, my Mount Rushmore +1 goes along the lines of Joe's. It's about rules here. I don't know if y'all seen this earlier this week. Diego Pavia asking Trump to sign an executive order to expand the college football playoff out to 16.
Or just put Vandy in. Yeah.
A bit
Or
soft.
yeah,
a bit
just
soft.
put Vandy in. A bit soft. But then I got to thinking, what executive orders would I pander for to get things changed in
I like
sports? Most of them are rules. Some of them are controversial. But the first one is a hometown thing here. I heard, I don't know which show it was this week, talking about Altuve's chances to get into the Hall of Fame because of the whole cheating scandal.
I think it was the morning show.
Yeah,
You think it was?
Yesterday's morning show.
Well, my executive order I would pander for is to just sign an executive order. Altuve's in no matter what. Just that way that the cheating scandal stuff can't keep him out.
Yep.
Okay, like that.
I love it. It's a strong start.
Number 5. Now, number 4 is controversial. We're going to dive into the rules of stuff here. I would make soccer 4 quarters instead of 2 halves, and I would make the clock stop every time there's a stoppage in play.
That's good. Wait, so you're doing that to soccer, but not college basketball, where
Well, they
every
can
other
get it, too.
basketball league in the world plays
Yeah.
4 quarters?
They can
Everything's
get it,
4
too.
quarters. You know what, John? Let's just change. If you don't mind, let me alter. Everything's 4 quarters. Hockey, no longer 3 periods.
I love it. I love
There
it.
we go.
There
we go.
Baseball.
You know what? I don't know if you mentioned this, Sean, but I love the idea. Instead of this random ass stoppage time that no one knows how to calculate.
Exactly.
Just stop the clock.
Just
when
stop
there's
the clock.
Yeah, just stop the clock.
Great point.
Just stop it.
Every other sport, they stop the clock.
Just stop it. We can do this.
That's
Go ahead,
exactly right. Number 3, I would immediately advocate for an executive order to be signed for a 4-point line to be added in the NBA.
Okay. I like this.
Okay, you lost me.
I'm pro 4-point line.
Yeah, I'm for a 4-point line. I just think there's only certain guys that can hit it, and you're only going to try to hit it at certain times of the game. I mean, imagine hitting a 4 with a foul at the end of the game down by 5.
5-point play.
5-point play.
Yeah.
Keep
I'm
Albie
for
away from
it.
it.
You
though.
know what?
I'm out. I'm out on
What?
that one. I was
Talk
with
me
you
into
till
it.
that one, John.
Talk me into it.
All right, number 2, I'm going to go here to baseball. I would advocate to reverse the runner on second base in the extra innings rule.
Yes.
And instead, here's my idea. Instead, when you get to 12 innings, off-speed pitches are banned. Only fastballs.
Oh, my God, John. This is great.
By the way, Austin Rodriguez just texted me. He said that he thinks college soccer stops the clock.
Okay.
Do we know if that's
interesting.
true? I don't know if that's true.
Austin Rodriguez.
I
said,
trust
so,
Austin, though.
yeah.
So
It's good for me.
Dude,
Yeah,
John,
well,
that
they
is
should
a
stop the clock.
groundbreaking idea that you
I
just
did.
gave us.
I was not sure what you're going to say happens after the 12th inning. I didn't think fastballs only, and I love it.
yeah, if you want to make the game go faster, instead of this stupid Manfred man on
Yeah.
second, fastballs
And
only.
this dishonorable,
Basically, turn yourself into Zach Greinke telling you what's coming.
Dishonorable baseball, throwing off-speed pitches, pitch straight.
And, John, what's your last one?
Yeah, number 1 here, I would never let another NFL game end in a tie.
Great call.
If you play 4 quarters, you're still tied. You get that extra 10 minutes, same rules. But at the end of
Play
the
till you die.
what was that?
Play till you die, John.
Play till you die. I don't necessarily know about that, but after the 10 minutes, I would say you do I can't call it a kickoff because kickoff already exists, but a field goal off, I guess. One field goal kicker on one end, one on the other. Start at the 40. If both make it, you move to the 45, and so on until somebody wins. And the broadcast needs to split screen it, so you see both at the same time.
Oh, like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Julian
All
Banjo.
right. That was a hell of a list, Johnny. Now
stuff.
it's time, though, for Main Event Mapes to main event this bad boy.
This is a Mount Rushmore that I started months ago. The last time we did a show, probably, is when I wrote this down. Mount Rushmore +1. Actually, I misspelled Mount.
How'd you spell it?
Well, I do MT, and
okay.
I just did MY, so it's my Rushmore +1. Of players who wear the wrong jersey numbers.
Oh, that's right.
Is this a Bear
Players in
Bachmeyer list?
sports who wear the wrong jersey numbers. And Bear Bachmeyer, number 47.
Yeah,
What are we
good
doing?
call.
What are we doing?
That's why he's getting his ass
You're
kicked right
pandering
now.
to Joe
What
right
are
now.
we
Yeah, that's why he's getting,
What?
his season's ending right now.
Another one. This is mostly pandering to me, but I know Joe agrees. Clint Capella wearing number 30
Oh, yeah.
for the Houston Rockets.
It's
this
terrible.
Year. Okay. Reed Shepard can have 15. He's played at a level where I'm not just taking the 15 off his back and giving it to Clint Capella. But Clint, can we do 16? Can we do something that looks a little bit closer? Every time I see him for the first time, I'm like, number 30. Oh, yeah, Capella. Capella wears 30 now.
He's twice as good as he was before.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what it is. I've only multiplied.
I mean, that's kind of what Jordan did.
Strike me down, and I'll only become stronger. Yeah,
It's kind of what Jordan did.
almost. He was like, I'm not quite.
Well,
double the
apparently
point.
he was 45 in like high school, and so he went to
Yeah.
23 because it was half, which not half, but whatever.
Yeah. But Capella should be wearing 0 then, because he's.
Wait, that's I guess rounded. He
Yeah,
rounded up.
he had to. He had to round up. That's why he's 23. Or at least that's the story
It's
I
so
always
funny
heard.
how iconic 23 is, and it's like it was a 50-50 chance it was going to be 22.
He could have just been 45, yeah, or 22. yeah.
Bachmeyer's really helping your case here. He just threw a pick.
Yeah, he
As long as he doesn't pick six it.
he
yeah.
wears a linebacker's number and
Throws like a linebacker.
Sometimes he plays quarterback like one as well. Speaking of number 23 with Michael Jordan, Texans defensive back Jalen Reed wearing number 23. That's the wrong number.
Yep.
That should be retired for Arian Foster. Related.
Agreed.
I swear, this isn't all just from the Big 12 title game. I did notice, because I put Jaden Reed down here, I think when he got hurt last game, I noticed he wears number 23. I'm like, that should be Arian Foster. Texas Tech has a wide receiver that wears number 5.
Oh.
feel like that should just be retired for Michael Crabtree.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
What are we doing?
Can you really
Same
retire?
position?
Can you really retire jerseys though in college football?
No.
Because there's
I think you
they have like 120 players every year.
I think you
Wait,
can.
but which side? What was the position? Sorry, he was a corner.
No, he's a receiver.
Oh, he's a receiver. Okay.
He plays the same position as Michael Crabtree. And where's Michael Crabtree?
Yeah. See, like if you were like,
I don't think he's that good either.
you could wear it on defense.
But
Yeah, 'cause-
not as
yeah.
wide, or even at running back. You just can't wear it as a wide receiver.
Yeah.
Can we settle for
Yeah,
that?
I'm cool with that. I'm also cool. High standards are needed, but I think winning like best player at your position award
Yeah.
could probably get your jersey retired at Texas Tech. And then lastly, wait, hold on, I scrolled to the top. Oh no, not lastly. I have 2 more. Micah Parsons wearing number 1.
Good call.
I
Yeah,
get
I don't
he
like
got
it.
traded
Stupid.
last minute, but number 1 on a D end doesn't work for me. I
Not
don't
good.
like it. And plus, there should only be number one. That's the team. The team is number
Oh
1.
God.
No one on my team's allowed to wear number
Oh,
1.
cheesy.
What's your last one?
Last one.
Such a hardo.
Another Houston Texan wearing the wrong number. Another defensive end wearing the wrong number. Will Anderson wearing number 51. Sorry, not cool enough of a number for how good you are, Will Anderson. I'm going to need a
I like this
55. I'm going to need a
Danielle
56.
Hunter has 55.
I'm going to need a 58.
I'm going to need 54.
I'm going to need
58 is cooler than 51.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah, 51. I don't like 51.
I don't
51's
understand this take.
51's a lame number. It's a lame number.
How is it more lame than 58? 58's not a cool number.
Because there's at least other pass rushers that could wear 51. I'm like, this is a slow white middle linebacker. Like
that is fair. 51 does feel like a linebacker
This is a
number.
Big Ten
On
linebacker.
that we agree.
He needs a high 90s.
High 90. Yes, high 90.
98.
95. Like you could. There's so many better numbers.
Yeah.
91. Every 90 number is better than 51.
I'll agree on that.
Yes,
I'll agree on
so
that. Okay.
And never mind, he wore 31 in college. 31 is better than 51.
Yeah, I wish he would just go back to 31.
There's so many different.
Well, Dameon
better
Pierce
numbers.
is gone now, so maybe he will.
Yeah.
It's possible.
I don't think they kept him from 31 because of Dameon Pierce.
No, I don't
I
think so
feel
either.
like he could have made a deal with them
Yeah.
on that. But yeah, 51 number not befitting how awesome of a player Will Anderson is. I had this take when he first announced his number too. I got pushback from Cody Stutz about it.
Stutz, he was wrong.
Yeah.
It's a bad
I'm
number.
right.
It's a bad number.
I'm right. People brag about being right.
You're
or
on the
wrong.
right side of history, Sean.
Yeah, people with Will Anderson, people are like, "Hey, I like the trade." Actually, when everyone else hated it, and that's the victory lap they're doing. I'm doing the victory lap of he's too good to wear number 51.
All right. That's Sean Mapes. Thanks to John Belmer back in the studio. Brian McDonald out here as well. We'll be back tomorrow here from 10 to noon, broadcasting live from inside the Sportsbook in LaBerge in Lake Charles, right here on ESPN 97.5. Reminder, you can book your time at their VIP fan cave section right now, just on their website. The restaurant's available to all ages. You've got brand new menu items here on the way. All of that great stuff. Great time to come and bet here and hang out with us. We'll be back here again in 2 weeks as well for the for the first round of the college football playoffs. That'll do it for us. We'll be back later tomorrow. Let's get 6 or 7 bets in, Sean. Woo! See ya.